Hi, we're here with Warrington Worldwide. Hello, for a private viewing, a very privileged private viewing of the works of local artist Eric Tucker. The exhibition is held in his old house, and I'm just going to go in and show you around some of this amazing stuff. Hello. So, come back to the living room, that's where he did his painting.
That's his studio, yeah.
And
I'm married to one of his nephews.
You're married to one of his nephews, and you love the paintings, don't you?
I love them, yeah, and I love the man as well. I miss him very much. He was a wonderful person. Very amazingly socially skilled, very kind, very friendly. You walk into a room and make friends with everybody in about 5 minutes.
That's fantastic. That's an art in itself, isn't it?
It is. It's a hell of a skill, yeah.
Well, I'm going to go and look at these paintings and show the good people of Warrington what they can come and see today.
Well, they're very welcome.
Thank you. So there's a lot of industrial scenes, pub scenes, full of character. You can see the people of Warrington must know some of these, because apparently Eric used to go with his sketchbooks into the bars and the pubs, and he'd sit there quietly in the corner and sketch what he saw, much like Toulouse-Lautrec in France. And of course there's been comparisons drawn with Lowry that you can see why, but certainly Renoir and the French Impressionists come to mind when you look at these astonishing pieces of work. Over 370 paintings, hopefully all to go on display soon in Warrington. But if you come here, be prepared to queue, because yesterday there were over 1,000 people queuing around the block to come into a little end terrace. But it's probably the only chance you're going to get to be this close, and certainly the only chance you'll get to be in the place where they were painted, which adds an extra dimension, I feel, to the exhibition. This was a portrait of Eric's dad that he did. Superb work. I really love this one. I love it to bits. I love how he's blocked out the guy's face with the ball from the banister rail thing, and the old guy looking out of his shot. Fantastic. It says the life of pubs, clubs and bars form the largest portion of his paintings. The people portrayed are those he felt comfortable with, indeed with whom he felt he belonged. Let's have a quick pop upstairs. It really is a treasure trove of beautiful paintings, full of life and character. As well as the paintings, there are thousands and thousands of sketches that Eric used to work from. A very accomplished artist. Of course, he never displayed any of this during his life. Sadly, he died, and his family obviously feel they'd like to share this with the world, and I'm so glad they have. It's just a normal, run-of-the-mill Padgate terraced house, which makes it all the more special, I suppose. I mean, you're so close here, I can't get back far enough. That's how you see everything. Hello.
Hi.
So there's more documentation going on here.
Yeah.
So was this Eric's bedroom?
Yes.
Wow.
Do you want me to move out the way?
Was he a fan of Borough?
Yes.
You can see some slight similarities in the work, can't you? Or more than slight. Fab. But this, it really is astonishing that we've got this on our doorstep. And I never knew about this man. Really, if you've got the chance today, come down and see this stuff. I mean, that could be any street. Of course, there were loads of pubs in those days. Look at that. It's just fantastic.
Because I thought we'll have to mount. Also, because I knew it'd be like,
Hello.
the secret wiring and stuff.
Yeah, is a question.
Sorry, do apologise. This is more of Eric's family, yeah?
Hello.
Yeah.
Go on, what are you supposed
I was going to say, is that one of his paintings in the background?
Well, or... Yeah, I don't know. Or actually like it's meant to be a Lowry, I don't know.
Yeah, I like the way it's not that on me.
Looks like one of his, but yeah. I'm trying to find it now.
Beautiful.
Just lovely. Yeah, he captures it so well.
There's a lot of detail that you just don't see when you first look at them.
I mean, for me, it's the human element in the
Yes.
paintings.
Goldfish in jars. When you're a kid, you get them there.
Oh, the rag and bone man?
Yeah. Or if you get them
Oh,
from
from
the
there.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe this is the rag cart.
Oh,
and
it is,
he's
yeah.
swapping rags for fish. It
Amazing.
really is amazing, and I think every street. I'm from Busey. I grew up in Busey. That could be any of the streets that I used to.
Yeah.
And everyone had a wicket painted on the end or a goalpost. You know. Fantastic. So it's a trip down memory lane as well as beautiful art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But the way he's captured it just makes you feel as though you're there.
Yeah, as though, yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
In many ways, better than a photograph can.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because he can put his impression into it, his feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real atmosphere, which is
There is.
really good.
We came yesterday, but there was so many people here that we decided to come back today for a second look.
There was over 1,000 people came through the doors
Was
yesterday,
it that many?
apparently. Yeah.
We came early, we still queued for half an hour and we're family.
No privileges then.
No, quite right.
That's why I'm honoured that I've got this advanced viewing today. Because it would be difficult to video it
Oh, yes.
with thousands of people. But the pub scenes, oh wow,
They're
they're
amazing.
just fantastic. It's the people, you know, like
Okay, are you...
beautiful.
Really? Dad noticed before. They're goldfish, aren't they? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to go there.
Yeah.
I think it's worth putting that bar heat on.
So let's go down
Yeah.
and see Eric's workroom where he did all his painting. It's very special, trust me. Maybe get a spokesperson for the family to give us a few words. It's already filling up. Sorry, I've turned the wrong way. Just going to nip into this amazing place where all the creativity happened. Okay, I'm going to dip under the barrier and we'll have a look in here. Have a quick pan around. We're going to just turn down that fantastic wireless. Look at that. It's a truly amazing piece of work. This is easel. These are all his old brushes. All this is his actual stuff, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and of course he was a boxer.
Yes.
In his past, so ring magazines, and I suppose he gathered inspiration from everything he read too, and everything he saw.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'll introduce you. This is Karen.
Right. Hello.
Eric's sister.
Yes.
And she's going to tell us a little bit about her memories of Eric and his work, and how she feels about it all.
Eric was 20 years older than me. I was the younger of the children, and so of course a lot of his earlier life, he was in his 20s, bypassed me because obviously I was a baby. But I know from being a youngster that he was always drawing and painting from his early 20s, and he was very encouraging to me and my brother about us, you know, being interested in art. But I think over the years he spent lots of time in pubs in Warrington and in Manchester. He loved Manchester, where he would sit quietly with a pint and his sketchbook on his knee and draw characters that, you know, he would see in the different places. He was reluctant to exhibit, and sold a few in the earlier years, but then didn't push it.
So it was a labour of love for him.
It was his life,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, I can appreciate
because if
that.
you think about it, I think he started painting seriously in his early 20s, and he was 86 when he died. So he was painting for 60 years.
60 years. So yeah, and he was quite a prolific artist, wasn't he?
Oh
with
yes, yeah. I mean, we knew there were lots of paintings because we were brought up with them in the house. But what we didn't appreciate were how many. And it was only when my brother Tony started to catalogue paintings that we realised how many there were. And we also found an awful lot of drawings and sketches.
Yeah.
And in fact, we found
the sketches that you've got on display beautiful.
Yeah, and we found sketches on Friday when my husband went into the shed to get something out. There was another box of sketches that we found.
It's like you found a sunken galleon full of treasure.
And Eric was he didn't throw much away.
A hoarder.
Yeah.
Good.
So, in terms of social history, we found lots of things that date back that are either related to the family that we didn't know existed, or newspaper cuttings he'd got out of the newspaper.
So it'll place his paintings with the news of the day and the happenings.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
So, you know, we found something, newspaper cutting the other day, from like the 1970s about an artist somewhere else look, you know, not a famous artist,
Yeah.
but one in the country that had his painting show, and he'd kept that. So he kept.
So he loved other
information.
people's art as well
He
as
loved other
making art.
and he was he could be quite critical of other
Yes.
people's art. Not people like him who he considered an amateur, but professional artists.
Yeah.
He either loved them or he didn't like
Yeah.
them. You know,
Yeah.
and he'd always have something to say. His favourite artist was Edward Burrough, watercolourist.
You can see some
Yes,
inspiration
yes.
from
I think there are
Burrough.
a few paintings around.
Yeah, I saw a poster on a wall
Yeah,
in the bedroom
that's
of Burrough,
right,
yeah.
that's right. And he went to a few exhibitions, and he's got books on Edward Burrough. So he was inspired by him, I think.
Yeah.
And I think in the early days, I remember him painting some, you know, copies of Van Gogh. So he was quite, you know, quite liked him, but he obviously moved on. You know, and
because
his
he's not.
interests moved on.
They're not copies of
Oh,
any
no,
style.
no,
They're
no,
very,
no.
very his own style,
his own
aren't they?
style developed. I mean, certainly some of the street scenes
Yeah.
people have likened to Lowry.
Yeah, you're going to get northern industrial
But
scenes are going to be
absolutely that they
Lowry-esque.
will be. But I think once you look beyond that, I think you realise that there's more characterisation, I'd say, in the
Humanisation,
figures.
rather than robotic.
And my brother has a good way of putting that. He says, Lowry painted from the outside, Eric painted from the inside. He wanted to be with those people.
I'd like to. I may be wrong. I'm only, you know, you like to have imaginations of it.
Yeah.
But I imagine that his paintings of the bar scenes are so good because no matter what bar he was in, and knowing what you've told me about the man, he probably came to know those people.
Oh yeah,
He'd
I'm
have
sure.
chatted
He
to
would
them
have chatted
and got
He's
to
a
know
great-
them, and then he can pick up on their character and put it into the work.
He loved to go. I mean, I don't live locally now, but my husband and I would tend to come about once every month, every 6 weeks, and take him to a pub for a meal and wine.
Yeah.
And
Did he take his sketchbook?
No, no.
Oh,
no.
right.
He'd always get chatting to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
I'm a little similar myself.
Yeah, you know, he liked people, and he would.
That comes through in his
He
art.
would be pleased about this, I think. I mean, he'd have something to say, and I dare say there's something we've not done right that he wouldn't have liked. But what he would have liked, from what I can gather from yesterday, is how many people from Warrington came, and he was proud of those people in Warrington, I think, and wanted to, you know, that would mean a lot to him.
Yeah,
that
well,
they showed
I'm very proud of him
Yeah,
now. I didn't know about Eric at all, and it's been brought to me. I'm a bit blown away, if I'm honest, and it's and a lot of civic pride. You know, I feel a lot of civic pride for the town.
Absolutely. A lady said to me yesterday, because people were queuing yesterday for an hour and a half to 2 hours.
There was over 1,000 people came, wasn't there?
Well, I think it might have been 800 to 1,000.
Wow.
We didn't count them. We didn't think to count them because we didn't.
Well, I
think
went to
there'd be
see
that many people.
Caravaggio in Paris, and not that many people went through. So.
But a lady, I apologised to a lady yesterday and said, I'm really sorry you had to wait so long. And she said, it doesn't matter. She said, we were in the queue, we were all chatting to each other, the community was there chatting.
The
And she
excitement
said,
builds.
she said, you know, she said, you've made Warrington feel proud. And that was lovely.
Definitely.
I mean, how nice.
I'm feeling it.
How nice could that be?
And what's next for the paintings? Have you any firm plans, or what would you like to happen?
The aim it was my brother's idea to do this, and the aim when we started.
Is that Tony?
Tony.
Yeah.
The aim when we started out was to possibly get a mention in the Warrington Guardian, and
They're not as good as the Worldwide, I hasten to add.
sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned them. And possibly to get an exhibition at Warrington Museum come Art Gallery. And a lady was here on Friday from Warrington Museum and has indicated that they are interested probably next year of
They would be
putting on a
mad
retrospective.
not to snap this up because this it's a treasure of art. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Not just because it's local even, and it would stand alone against anything. I think
Well, a lot of people yesterday, I think it touched a lot of people. There were people who were really quite emotional about it, and in part I think because not only did they see the paintings, but they saw bits of Eric here about a
Well, yeah.
person, you know. So
That's
you,
it. I mean,
you
look,
kind of,
it's-
you know,
this
you
was
get a
his
sense,
life, wasn't it?
Yeah, you get a sense of what the person was like, don't you?
All in a really unassuming end terrace in a 4x3
Oh,
room
I guess it is. I've no
ish.
idea. Yeah, ish.
that all that magic was
Yeah,
created.
yeah.
How fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go now and ask a few of the unsuspecting public
Okay.
their opinions.
Well, all right. Okay.
But thank you
go
very
for it.
much, Karen.
Okay. Thank you, Paul.
And I'm sure the town would like to thank you too.
Okay. Well,
And Eric.
a lot
course.
of effort went in by a lot of family members.
I can
have to
imagine.
say.
I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of your
yeah,
family here
yeah,
today, and they're all
yeah,
lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay,
very much.
Thank you.
Back under.
Photograph this.
I'll just go out and see if there's any queuing. As you can see, it's really captured the imagination of the Warrington people. It's a cold Sunday morning and already the queues are forming, waiting for them to open. Hello! And there we go. Just pop in. So, if you get the chance, and you like art, and you like Warrington, or you just like people, you would be crazy not to try and get to see this here today, because it could be next year before these go back on display. And they certainly won't be on display in this house again where they were all made. I've loved this. It's been one of the best assignments I've ever been sent on. Thank you.